Ciao e benvenuto. My name is Valentina Stella and I'm a native Italian tutor. And in today's video, we're going to learn how to pronounce correctly the closed E and the open E. Well, we're actually going to practice them together so that you will be able to actually hear the difference and pronounce them correctly. So this is not the first video on this topic. Please go watch the two previous videos of this series about the pronunciation of the E, because in those two videos we learned what closed E and open E are, what's the difference and how they can change the meaning of a word, and we also learned how to correctly make the sound. So I gave you precise directions in order to make the two different sounds, and we also had some practice together with some Italian words that contain one sound or the other. And I have two separate videos for the closed E and the open E, so one for each one, because I really want you to have the time to practice each sound first. So you practice one sound, you practice for a few days, and then you move to the next sound, because it really, this is really needed in my experience with my students to absorb the sound, to be able to actually hear the difference between the two of them. So take your time to practice those two sounds before moving on to this one. So go watch those two videos. I'm going to leave the link in the description box down below. That's how you are going to get the most out of this video. So let's make a quick recap about those two previous videos. We learned that we have two sounds, closed E and open E, 𝗍𝗂𝗓 and 𝗍𝗴𝗏𝗏. The closed E, or 𝗍𝗂𝗓, you make the sound by keeping your mouth more closed and keeping your tongue high in your mouth. It almost touches, but not quite, your palate. So it's very high on your mouth. And remember, the movement of your mouth and the placement of your tongue is key in making the correct sound. So closed E, mouth is more closed in a sort of smile shape, and your tongue is higher, like this. E. Repeat after me. E. Molto bene. Then we have the open E, or 𝗍𝗴𝗏𝗏. And to make that sound, as the name suggests, you want to open your mouth wide and you want to keep your tongue on the bottom of your mouth. It's kind of resting down there. So it's like this. E. Now repeat after me. E. Molto bene. So if you've been practicing these two sounds for a few days, you're probably able by now to hear the difference and to feel the difference in the muscles of your mouth and the way you move the tongue, which is how you actually make this sound correctly. What we're going to do now is that we're going to practice these two sounds with some Italian words that contain them. And these words look very similar in their spelling, but they actually have a different meaning, and that's because they use a different sound of the E. So let's practice that together, but before that, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you're going to be notified whenever I post a new video to help you learn and improve your Italian. Okay, let's practice the two sounds of the E, closed E and open E. The first couple of words that look very similar in spelling, but they actually have a different meaning, are and it is. So and is pronounced like the closed E, as you know from the previous videos, and it is pronounced like the open E. So let's practice this together. E for and E for it is. Now repeat after me. We're going to do both of them one after the other so you can really start feeling and hearing the difference. Closed one, and E. Open one, it is E. Just one more time. E. Perfetto. How and how is. Come, com'è. Can you hear the difference? Come, com'è. Now, let's just repeat after me. Come, com'è. Come, com'è. Molto bene. Which and which is. Quale, qual è. Quale, qual è. Repeat after me. Quale, qual è. Quale, qual è. Perfetto. Where is. Dove, dov'è. Can you notice how my mouth is different when the word ends? When I say the first one, my mouth is more closed at the end. When I say the second one, my mouth is wide open at the end. Look at this. Dove, dov'è. That's what I want you to do. Let's do this together. Repeat after me. Dove, dov'è. Dove, dov'è. Perfetto. And one more, the difference between you and T. Te and te. Te, te. Repeat after me. Te, te. Te, te. Perfetto, molto bene. Okay guys, let's recap what we learned with this video. We saw that we never pronounce this vowel. As you can see, never ever pronounce it like in English. It's never E. We do have two sounds, but none of those is E. The two sounds are called E chiusa and E aperta. So, closed one and open one. And that depends on the movement of your mouth. The closed one is more closed and the open one is your mouth is more open. And remember that these two sounds can actually change the meaning of a word, as we saw with the practice that we did together. So let's put this into practice. As always, it's important that you practice this every day for at least a few days until you feel very comfortable in making the sound and hearing the difference. So feel free to come back to this video and practice that with me at least once per day. Remember, as I always say, pronunciation is a matter of habit, and a habit is a matter of repetition. So let's repeat this together for a few days. Also, another way to actually put this into practice is to share what you learn with someone else. They say that teaching is the best way of learning. So why don't you share this video with a friend who's learning Italian, and share this video with a comment where you highlight the most important learning from this video and the previous ones with them. So this way your friend learns and you also learn by teaching. Okay guys, that's all for today. As always, I hope you liked this video and found this helpful, and I will see you in the next ones. Until then, have a great day. Buona giornata e a presto. Ciao da Valentina.